If you even 1% have this desire, then you probably are meant to do this. One day you'll look back and wish that you started sooner. The only thing you can do is take advantage of that today. I want you to stop overthinking the things that don't matter. The world needs more of you and more of your creativity, not a watered down version of what everyone else is doing. We are meant to create as women. It's literally in our biology. It can be a lot easier than you think it is. It doesn't have to be so damn difficult. We have a special juicy one for my content creator girlies, for my aspiring content creators, my aspiring entrepreneurs, the ones who want to level up and do something for themselves. Maybe you're listening and you're unfulfilled in a job that you're currently in, and you dream about doing your own thing, and you dream about posting content, but it seems so far away or so unrealistic. Or maybe you're already posting content and you want to know how to level up your content, how to grow more to attract your ideal client, to build more community. Maybe you're even doing this full time already and you just want some extra juicy tips. I got it all for you because, girl, I've been through all of it now. I've seen it all over the last 5 years. So I have a bunch of tips for you, for my aspiring, content creators, my coaches, all the girls who want to make a profit from their passions. I get it. And if you even 1% have this desire, then you probably are meant to do this. I, for years before I started posting online, always felt deep down really called to posting. I was super interested in health and wellness for many years in high school, college, and I would follow all the health and wellness creators on Instagram, all the recipe bloggers, all the OG wellness girls, I guess. And I always kind of dreamed about me doing that, but I never really knew how. I never knew when. Like, it was always something in the back of my head until the time came, which was COVID. I was bored at home and I was like, maybe let me try doing this thing. So if that's you and you kind of deep down know that maybe it is what's meant for you, or it is something that you're at least meant to try, I would tell you, don't wait any longer. Don't wait, because one day you're going to look back and say, oh my gosh, I wish I did it 5 years ago when I knew deep down in my heart that I wanted to. I wish I didn't let the opinions of what other people were going to think stop me from doing something that I'm really passionate about. I don't want you to look back and regret. I would rather you try and at least say that you tried and now you know whether it's for you or not, rather than not trying at all. Because one day you'll look back and wish that you started sooner. So the only thing you can do is take advantage of that today. So if you want to level up your content or you want to start posting content, here is my 8 unconventional pieces of advice. I was trying to think of some advice that you don't just hear normally online also, because I feel like there's so much noise on the creator space online. And I honestly have a different take, a different point of view than some of these other, gurus and people online. I actually think that a lot of the advice you hear online is not conducive for women, for women creators, and for our intuition and creativity in our cycles. So I think that these pieces of advice might be a little bit different than what you would normally hear. So let's get into it. Number 1, I want you to stop overthinking the things that don't matter. What do I mean by this? Kind of going off of what I just said. There is so much noise online nowadays on what to do, when to post, how to post, what trends to follow, how many times to post, like all of these little details that literally at the end of the day don't really matter. Like maybe they'll move the percent, like 1% more or forward, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day if you aren't posting consistently. It doesn't matter. And what happens is we consume all of this content, all of this free content information online. And what it does is that it actually inhibits us. It prohibits us from actually taking action because it leaves us overthinking. It's like analysis paralysis. We get so overwhelmed with, oh my God, I should be doing this. No, I should be doing that. Oh, I should be trying this and I should be that. And what happens is you just overthink it and you don't take action. And what I'm here to tell you is what does move the needle is taking consistent action, and taking consistent action from your own creativity and from your own inner space. So have less time overthinking all the things that don't matter. I'm telling you, all these little details don't matter. They really don't matter as much as you think they matter. It's just a lot of these people online, these content gurus online, post about these things and saying it's black and white and you have to do this and you have to do that because that is how things go viral. That is how they grow a community. That is clickbaity. That's how they get your attention because they know it works. You're already interested, right? So you have to keep that in the back of your head that the little things don't matter, the little details, and you have to stop overthinking it. You have to take action. Number 2, going off of that one, stop scrolling as much. I know it can be tempting to want to follow all the people in your niche and see everything that they're posting and following all the trends and using the same hashtags and using the same audios. But I'm here to tell you, all that does is it dilutes your own inner creativity, your own inner voice. The world needs more of you and more of your creativity, not a watered down version of someone else, not a watered down version of what everyone else is doing. So when I started first posting online on TikTok in 2020, this was before, people were posting a lot of health and wellness content online there. It was mainly TikTok dances. And I think I didn't realize it at the time, but now looking back, I think I actually had some sort of advantage because I wasn't scrolling TikTok endlessly all day, seeing all this health and wellness content. I really was forced to kind of go inwards and being like, okay, what do I want to share? What feels like my authentic expression? And I think that helped me have an advantage in the beginning because I wasn't comparing myself. I wasn't, getting all this inspo from other people. I was just creating from my own inner creativity. And you could do the same today by choosing to not scroll as much, by choosing to follow your own inner creativity. Because here's the thing, you don't realize it, but even when you are scrolling all the time, subconsciously, that noise gets into your brain and that clouds your creativity, even if you don't consciously realize it. So you have to make an extra effort not to do that. Okay, tip number 3. I want you to stop listening to the masculine way of doing things. As a woman, as a creative girly, we are meant to create as women. It's literally in our biology. And kind of going off of the first tip I said, a lot of the noise online, a lot of the advice that's given, a lot of the programs that are offered, they follow very masculine structures, post this, use this thing, this type of hashtag, this type of thing. Like it gives you almost like a black and white foundation of things. And why this isn't always the correct way for women, I don't want to say, that doesn't work because it definitely can work. But if you've been trying this way and it has not been working for you, it might be because you aren't tapping into your feminine power. You're not tapping into your feminine energy, your intuition, your creativity. You're not tapping into your heart and soul in a way that the masculine structures can't provide for you. And I personally think the best is to have both, the best of both worlds, right? Having the masculine strategies along with the feminine side of things. So you can combine both. You take what's inner, the feminine, the intuition, the creativity, and you make it into the physical with some masculine strategies. That is the best formula for success. And that's literally what I teach inside my Corporate to Creator Academy because it works. It's worked for myself and all of my clients. So I want you to know that if you are feeling overwhelmed or if you are feeling like just the masculine side of things hasn't been working for you, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's not because you're not worthy of having the success you want. It might just be because you haven't tapped into your inner femininity in a way that's really important for creators and entrepreneurs. Not to mention, it doesn't take into account our female cycles, different points of our cycle. We're going to be more creative than others, less creative than others, more inspired. Like you can use your cycle to an advantage. And I don't hear enough people talking about that when it comes to the entrepreneur and creator space. Next tip I have for you, 4th piece of advice. I need you to start believing in yourself more. We don't talk enough about how important self-belief is. And if you don't have self-belief right now, I need you to borrow it from somebody else. I need you to find somebody who has belief in you and borrow it from them. I need you to start realizing that the only way you are going to become a successful content creator is by believing in yourself before the evidence has proven otherwise. We think that once we get the results, then we'll believe in ourselves. But the problem here is that if you don't believe in yourself first, no one else is going to believe in you. They're going to feel that energy. It's going to feel desperate. It's going to feel needy. And you have to really start to brainwash yourself in a way to believe that it's possible for you. Not only possible, but inevitable. And if you need me to hype you up and to give you that belief, I'll gladly do that. That's literally my favorite thing, is being your hype girl. So just keep listening to my podcast, join the academy, whatever it is, DM me. I'll send you a voice note and hype you up if you need it, gladly, after listening to this. But I just need you to know that it starts with believing in yourself. Even if the evidence has proven otherwise, even if you've posted for a year now and every post has flopped or everything is going wrong, I don't care. Things can change so quickly. Things can change instantaneously. You have no idea what can happen. There's creators who have posted for years and years and years, nothing worked, and then all of a sudden they started posting about this one thing, their account blows up, and they're in a completely different place 1 year from there. And I've seen that time and time again. I mean, even Alex Earl, you guys, she posted online for years before she really blew up. She only blew up like her senior year of college, posting "Get Ready With Me" at the University of Miami. It took her years. She posted on TikTok. I remember I stitched one of her old videos back in 2021. I didn't know who she was at the time, but she posted like a drink this thing to lose belly fat. And it was like celery and water and whatever. And I stitched it being like, I don't know, at the time, like health and wellness stuff. Like there's no such thing as drinking something to burn belly fat. And it's funny because I look back and I was like, oh my God, that was Alex Earl. That was the content she used to post. And so she posted for years before she blew up. And that's what I need you to start thinking about in yourself, is that you need to believe in yourself no matter what the external evidence and results has been yet. It does not matter. It really does not matter. What matters is what you're telling yourself, the story, the narrative that you're creating around it. Okay, next tip. Going off of that one, I want you to start surrounding yourself with people who believe in you. And what I mean by this is that it's very easy to get discouraged and overwhelmed when all the people around us are telling us negative things. We absorb it like a sponge, right? Especially in the beginning, before there's evidence to show for it. And I remember when people would give me shit, being like, oh my God, you're going to quit your job for Instagram, like for this, like, what do you think you're doing? Like people said it all to me in the beginning, but I clung on to the people who had belief in me in the beginning. And I chose to only listen to them, right? Like my parents were big believers of me in the beginning. I had a certain few friends that I knew really believed in me. There was communities. I started meeting other girls in the wellness space online, and they believed in me. And I really do think that that was a big element of my growth and helping me get to where I'm at today, because they helped give me the belief in myself in the times where it was really hard to believe, you know, when the times I was crashing out, the times I didn't believe it, the times where it didn't seem like anything was working, they were there to help lift me up. And even if you don't have that today, you can find that. There are other girls, many other girls just like you, who want to do the same thing and want to find other girls who are interested in doing the same thing, right? So I need you to start finding communities if you don't have one yet, right? You can join programs, you can join group chats, you can join I don't know, different things on Instagram. Like there's so many ways to connect with other like-minded girls nowadays. You could DM somebody on Instagram being like, hey, love your content. Like, you know, whatever. That's how I made a lot of my friends in the beginning, was just DMing people of similar following size to me, similar niches. And it really helped me. So find communities who believe in you if you don't yet believe in yourself. And we definitely have that inside the academy, if you're wondering. The girls are so positive and lift each other up so much. Next tip, I want you to start thinking over the long term, not just the day to day. Not enough people talk about this, but if you want to be successful, you can't get so down on yourself if one day doesn't perform good, if one post doesn't perform good, if 1 week nothing's showing up, if you're stagnant for a month or 2 or 3, whatever. Doesn't matter in the long run. When you look back 5, 10, 15 years from now, the insignificance of the day-to-day, of the one-off post, the one-off thing that didn't do well, it doesn't matter, because over the long term, you're still going up. You're still getting to where you want to go. It's inevitable to have setbacks. It's inevitable to think that it's not possible. It's inevitable to have posts that flop, right? So you need to start thinking about over the long term. If I stayed consistent with this over 1, 2, 5, 10 years, where would I be? And I guarantee you'd look back and you wouldn't be stressing about the day-to-day stuff. You're not even going to remember it. So just think about the long term. Don't get caught up in the day-to-day. Next tip, I want you to start meditating or visualizing to tap into your inner creativity. Yes, this is another thing, kind of that going off of, not listening to the masculine blueprint always. This is the feminine side of things. This is our feminine power that we can really utilize if we know how to work with it. And I have a ton of visualizations for this because what I've noticed with myself is that the more I get quiet with myself and I tap into my inner voice and I meditate on what messages are meant for me, what downloads, and I visualize it, I can clearly see the roadmap ahead to my success, what content I need to post, what messages are inherently mine that I'm meant to bring into this world. That's what I want you to start doing. You need to start to quiet the noise. You need to start going a little bit more inwards to hear that inner voice. And that's why I think meditation or visualization is such a powerful way to do that, because you get to hear the messages that you might not have otherwise when we're busy in our day-to-day stimulated lives. And last tip for you, this one's super important. Number 8, I want you to keep trying different things until something works and then just repeat it. It's as simple as that, you guys. I talk about creating signature series and how to do that inside my academy, because once you kind of figure out what has been working for you, a content format, etc., you can start to replicate it. And that is how you start to get a lot of growth. But the thing is that if you aren't trying different things to first realize and find out what it is, you're going to stay stuck in the same path. And that is what I see a big mistake a lot of beginners creators make, is that they kind of just stay stuck because they aren't utilizing all the different formats and different things that you can do to find what works for you and your audience and what sticks, and then just constantly repeat it. It can be a lot easier than you think it is. Once you have these different formats and these different frameworks to help you get success, content can be a lot easier. It doesn't have to be so damn difficult. So I hope these 8 tips, these 8 unconventional pieces of advice helped you along your content career journey. Feel free to DM me, ask me any questions, share it, take a screenshot, share it on your story if it helped you. And I'm sending all my love. I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah.